Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Abby Smith. After 9 years, Victoria is waking up for the final time under the leadership of Daniel Andrews. The state's premier has announced he's resigning. He'll officially step down at 5 this afternoon. He leaves behind a colourful legacy, most notably his controversial handling of the COVID pandemic. Former Qantas boss Alan Joyce will not front a Senate inquiry into the Qatar Airways saga due to personal commitments overseas. Senator Bridget McKenzie says the committee will order Mr Joyce to front the inquiry when he arrives back in the country. Newly minted CEO Vanessa Hudson and Chairman Richard Goyder will appear before the Senate today. Prominent Yes campaigners for the upcoming Indigenous voice referendum say only 4 of 19 Close the Gap targets are being met. The comments come after leading No campaigner Warren Mundine suggested most Indigenous Australians are doing fine. Yes 23's campaign director Dean Parkin says there's still a long way to go to address the challenges affecting First Nations people.
This idea that we can all just sweep it under the carpet and pretend that everything's fine for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples with an ongoing life expectancy gap of 8 years with non-Indigenous peoples is a furphy.
Overseas, South Korea has flexed its military might, with the country holding its biggest military parade in a decade. The president vowing to build a stronger military to fend off threats by the North. It comes as North Korea strengthens its ties with Russia. Back home, Kia car owners are being warned a safety fault could result in the seatbelt housing exploding in the event of an accident. Nearly 200 Sorento SUVs from 2020 to 2023 have now been recalled. And a major change is coming to Australian coins. The King will appear on our country's silver and gold. Queen Elizabeth II appeared on coins for more than 70 years, but following her death, Australia's new head of state will be on them. Entertainment and sport next. A huge relief for the Broncos to defeat the Warriors and make it to the grand final. Penrith coach Ivan Cleary and Brisbane's Kevin Walters have picked the same sides which booked their respective spots in the grand final. Broncos' Kobe Hetherington telling Wide World of Sports last weekend's win is now a memory.
Bit clunky start, but once we got into the rhythm, started running hard, tackling hard, all the basics, we ended up coming out on top. And yeah, we've got to be better this week against the Penrith, or else got to be better.
Meantime, the PM has been allowed to design the 2023 NRL Premiership ring, which the Broncos or Panthers players will wear after Sunday's clash. Anthony Albanese, the number 1 ticket holder for the Rabbitohs, used some Aussie inspiration for the design, including the golden wattle and yellow sapphires. Switching codes, outgoing AFL Chief Executive Gil McLachlan says a Collingwood-Brisbane grand final is a great outcome on a national level. He's told the Wide World of Sports the Blues and Collingwood would be a lot harder to manage logistically.
It would have been a monster in this town. Probably less national impact, but logistically impossible to manage. Probably Friday you'd have 500,000 people at the parade. So I think the swings and roundabouts in this, and I think we've got a great grand final.
And Richmond's coaching panel is starting to take shape following the appointment of Adam Uze as senior coach last week. The Tigers have lured former skipper Chris Newman to the club from the Hawks to work under him as an assistant coach. Meantime, Xavier Clark has departed Punt Road after 7 seasons, accepting an assistant coaching job at North Melbourne. In entertainment news, a deal to end the Hollywood writers' strike is in sight, but it doesn't look like this will change things for striking actors. The union representing film and television actors has congratulated the Writers' Union on striking a tentative deal with studio bosses to end the months-long standoff. But actors will continue to picket this week until a meaningful deal over pay and AI concerns is reached with streamers and studios. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet have been spotted hitting up Paris Fashion Week together. The A-list couple, who recently went public, were seen in Europe on Monday, walking hand in hand and colour-coordinated in all-black outfits. And Travis Kelce's ex has come out swinging about the NFL's new relationship with singer Taylor Swift. Maya Benbury, who dated the athlete in 2016, wants the pop star to be careful because she claims he cheated on her. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.